If you spend most of your day sitting and you feel tightness in your hips, lower back pain, your stomach pushing forward, even when you are not overweight, and your posture just looks off in the mirror, then this video is going to change the way you understand your body forever. Welcome back. In today's deep dive, we are breaking down the real solution to anterior pelvic tilt, the posture problem that silently develops while you sit, drive, scroll, and work. Sit happens, and if you do not fix it, your body will adapt in ways that cause pain, weakness, and frustration. Anterior pelvic tilt is not just about how you look, it is about how your spine functions, how your muscles fire, how your breathing works, and how much stress your lower back absorbs every single day. When your pelvis tilts forward excessively, your lower back arches more than it should, your hips tighten, your glutes become lazy, your core disengages, and slowly you start living in compensation. Imagine your pelvis as a bowl of water. In a neutral position, that bowl sits level. When you develop anterior pelvic tilt, the bowl spills forward. That forward spill increases the curve in your lumbar spine. The hip flexors at the front of your hips become short and tight. The hamstrings at the back become overstretched. The glutes lose power. The deep core muscles weaken. And your body locks into this pattern. Most people try to fix this the wrong way. They stretch randomly. They strengthen randomly. They do endless crunches. They pull their shoulders back harder. They try to force good posture. But posture is not something you force. It is something you earn through balance. The real solution starts with understanding muscle imbalance. When you sit for hours, your hip flexors remain in a shortened position. Over time, your nervous system decides that shortened position is normal. Meanwhile, your glutes are inactive because sitting requires almost no glute activation. Your brain forgets how to properly recruit them. That imbalance is the foundation of anterior pelvic tilt. So the solution has three pillars: release what is tight, activate what is asleep, strengthen what is weak. First, we need to release the hip flexors. Kneel on one knee, step the other foot forward, and gently shift your hips forward while keeping your torso upright. You should feel a stretch at the front of the hip on the kneeling side. Do not arch your lower back to exaggerate the stretch. Instead, squeeze the glute of the back leg. That small squeeze creates a deeper, safer release. Hold for 30 to 45 seconds and breathe slowly. Next, release your quads. Tight quadriceps contribute to the forward pull on the pelvis. Stand tall, grab your ankle behind you, and gently pull your heel toward your glute. Keep your knees close together. Avoid flaring your rib cage. Stay tall. Controlled breathing will help your nervous system allow the muscle to lengthen. Now let us wake up the glutes. The glute bridge is one of the most powerful exercises for correcting anterior pelvic tilt. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat. Before lifting your hips, gently tuck your pelvis so your lower back presses into the floor. Then drive through your heels and squeeze your glutes to lift your hips. Do not overarch at the top. Think about creating a straight line from knees to shoulders. Slow reps, intentional squeeze, 10 to 15 controlled repetitions. Clamshells are another powerful activation drill. Lie on your side with knees bent. Keep your feet together and lift the top knee without rotating your hips backward. This strengthens the glute medius, a stabilizer that prevents hip collapse and helps align your pelvis. But activation is only step one. Strength must follow. Romanian deadlifts teach your body to hinge properly and load the posterior chain. Keep your spine neutral, push your hips back, and feel the stretch in your hamstrings while maintaining control. This builds strength where you are currently weak. Planks are essential, but only when done correctly. Many people with anterior pelvic tilt perform planks while arching their lower back, reinforcing the problem. Instead, lightly tuck your pelvis, squeeze your glutes, brace your core as if preparing for a punch, and hold that alignment. Quality over duration. Dead bugs are another core exercise that retrains coordination between your pelvis and rib cage. Lie on your back, arms up, knees bent. Press your lower back gently into the floor. Slowly extend one arm and the opposite leg while keeping your spine stable. If your back arches, reset and move slower. Now let us talk about daily habits. You cannot outtrain 8 hours of poor sitting. If you sit at a desk, adjust your chair height so your hips are slightly above your knees. Keep both feet flat. Avoid crossing your legs for long periods. Every 30 to 60 minutes, stand up, walk, stretch, reset. When standing, avoid locking your knees and pushing your hips forward. Many people rest in that exaggerated swayback position without realizing it. Think tall. Think ribs stacked over pelvis. Think light tension in the glutes and core. If you sleep on your stomach, you reinforce lower back extension. Try sleeping on your side with a pillow between your knees, or on your back with a pillow under your knees to maintain a neutral spine. Breathing is of 10 ignored, but it is critical. When your pelvis tilts forward, your rib cage often flares upward. This disrupts diaphragmatic breathing. Practice breathing into your lower ribs while keeping your pelvis neutral. Inhale through your nose, feel expansion around your midsection. Exhale slowly and gently, engage your core. Progress requires consistency. You cannot fix years of adaptation in one workout, but if you apply these principles daily, your body will respond. Within weeks, your hips will feel less tight. Your lower back will feel more stable. Your glutes will activate naturally. Your posture will look and feel effortless. Another mistake people make is obsessing over appearance. Anterior pelvic tilt is not always extreme or pathological. A slight natural curve in the lower back is normal. The goal is not to flatten your spine. The goal is balance and function. Pain-free movement is the real win. Let us break down a simple daily routine. Start with 2 minutes of hip flexor, stretching each side. Follow with 2 sets of glute bridges. Add clamshells for 2 sets each side. Finish with planks and dead bugs. This entire routine can be done in under 15 minutes. The key is quality. As your glutes strengthen, you can progress to hip thrusts, split squats, and step-ups. These movements integrate strength into real-world patterns. Always maintain pelvic control. Always prioritize alignment over ego. For those who train in the gym, pay attention to your squat form. Many people with anterior pelvic tilt overarch at the bottom of the squat. Instead of chasing depth at all costs, control your pelvis, keep your ribs down, engage your core, descend with stability. The same applies to overhead pressing. If you flare your ribs excessively, you reinforce the extension pattern. Brace your core and maintain alignment. Mobility and strength must coexist. Stretching alone will not solve the issue because your nervous system will pull you back to what feels stable. Strengthening alone will not solve it because tight muscles will restrict proper movement. Balance is everything. There is also a psychological element. When you improve posture, you change how you feel. Research consistently shows that upright posture influences confidence, breathing efficiency, and even stress levels. Your body and mind are connected. Fixing anterior pelvic tilt is not vanity. It is optimization. Let us talk about warning signs. If you experience sharp pain, numbness, or radiating symptoms down the leg, consult a qualified professional. Structural issues require individualized assessment, but for most people, anterior pelvic tilt is a functional imbalance created by lifestyle. Children are not born with severe anterior pelvic tilt. It develops through patterns, and patterns can be rewritten. The body is adaptable in both directions. If it adapted to sitting, it can adapt to better movement. Think of this as retraining your baseline. Instead of letting your pelvis spill forward all day, you are teaching it neutrality. Instead of letting your glutes sleep, you are waking them up. Instead of letting your core disengage, you are rebuilding stability. You may feel awkward at first. Neutral might feel strange because your body has normalized imbalance. Stay patient. Awareness precedes change. One powerful drill is the wall posture reset. Stand with your back against a wall, heels a few inches away. Gently tuck your pelvis until your lower back lightly touches the wall without force. Keep your ribs down. Hold that alignment and breathe for 30 seconds. This teaches positi. Warning, over time, your muscles will cooperate. Your nervous system will recalibrate, and that exaggerated arch will soften naturally. Remember that fitness trends come and go, but biomechanics remain constant. The human body thrives on alignment, movement variety, and muscular balance. Anterior pelvic tilt is a signal, not a life sentence. If you commit to daily resets, smart strengthening, and mindful sitting habits, you will not only improve posture, you will enhance performance. Running becomes smoother, lifting feels stronger, walking feels lighter. And perhaps most importantly, you reduce unnecessary stress on your lower back. Chronic compression accumulates over years. Prevention is far easier than rehabilitation. Sit happens, modern life demands it. But now you know the solution. Release the tight, activate the weak, strengthen the chain, align daily habits, breathe properly, stay consistent. Your posture is not fixed, your body is not broken, it is simply adapted, and adaptation can always be redirected. Small adjustments, intentional movement, conscious alignment. Over time, those small corrections compound into dramatic change. If this helped you understand your body better, apply it immediately, because knowledge without action changes nothing. Your pelvis, your spine, and your future self will thank you.